we're going to be talking about the SHX token, which is the Stronghold token. Going to be taking a look into this coin here and see any major setups and price targets you guys must know. Now, this is a smaller altcoin, which means that there's going to be a lot more volatility. Okay, it could go up by quite a bit, and it could go down by quite a bit. For altcoins in about the 400 ranking and below, which this is, you could. I mean, it's some dicey stuff. So just so you guys know, before you guys get into markets like these, I don't currently have a position in this market. But it is one of those coins I would look for opportunities in after Bitcoin breaks its all-time highs, or if Bitcoin has um, pulls back significantly and to a support where I would consider buying some of these riskier altcoins. But right now, I am not in this market. But when one of those two conditions are met, that's when I would look for opportunities, right? In these smaller altcoins. Now, what is going on in this market? SHX, and why you guys should be paying attention? Because first of all, it's a new altcoin, right? It came into existence of when back in March 2024, which is not a great time for altcoin, right? If you guys held altcoins at that time, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was bad. Even up till now, it's not great, right? Because altcoin season hasn't exactly started. But what's going on in this market is, I think it's still waiting for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is the driver of this market. If it goes up, that's good for the altcoins, and if it goes down, very bad for the altcoins. And right now, Bitcoin is at near all-time highs levels, right? If you guys want to check out my video today on Bitcoin, I highly suggest you guys do. Otherwise, you guys are blindsided by more than half of a trade here. Now, what's going on with SHX? Weekly time frame, it broke above the weekly 21 SMA, which is about 10 cents now, the blue line here. It's probably going to retest it and see if it holds as support, right? Very important that it holds. I think the chance of it holding is more likely because that the weekly 21 SMA is looking kind of flat, right? That tells me it's more likely it's gonna hold. If it's sloping downwards, then that's less likely. Now, if we come to the daily, excuse me, the hourly time frame here, okay, since it broke above the weekly 21 SMA, it has formed this falling wedge pattern. Okay, now we don't have three exact touching candles on both sides, but I think, in my opinion, it is still a falling wedge pattern because the candles are very close to touching. Okay, that's just my opinion. Like the rest of this video, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. You should do your own due diligence. So what I'm seeing here is a falling wedge pattern. If it breaks up at this point here, for example, price target is going to be about 1.7 cents price target. That's still a pretty good move for this hourly time frame pattern here, okay? Of course, now, falling wedge patterns, what you guys should know is that it usually break to the upside, okay? There's still a downside risk that it breaks down. In that case, if you guys want to continue seeing more of this token, drop a like, comment, subscribe, letting me know you guys want to see more Stronghold technical analysis. So yeah, there's still a chance that it breaks down, okay? But it usually breaks to the upside. If it does, you get a price target of 1.7 cents. Now, price targets are estimates only. It could be more, it could be less. Now, if we actually come back here to the weekly time frame here, what happens? This is still hypothetical right now. What happens if Stronghold actually comes all the way back to retest its all-time high at about 2.1 cents? That could potentially form a cup and handle pattern, which is usually a bullish pattern, okay? But that is still a hypothetical scenario. It has not happened. I'm just, giving you some possible scenarios that could happen here. First of all, it's got to break out of this falling wedge pattern first, okay? Now, that's basically what I'm seeing. I think the rest of the market's still waiting on Bitcoin, okay? I trade Bitcoin. I trade a lot of the altcoins, Ethereum, Litecoin, quite a bit of altcoins across the board. So I am bullish on this market right now, actually. I think it's still waiting on Bitcoin, but, you know, that is just basically what's going on. Now, this wraps it up for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you guys have any other requests for other altcoins, also let me know. I'll pick whatever you guys do on a daily basis. See you on the next one.